Okay, welcome back, everyone. This is episode 2, September 27th, 2023, the year of our Lord. So, how are you today, Harriet?
Doing well, thank you.
You look great. You look strawberry-licious.
That's what I'm going for.
All right, guys. Well, today is War Wednesday. So, I want to start off the show talking about Matt Gaetz today and what he was talking about this on the House floor. I'm just going to share my window. Beautiful. Maybe we'll get some audio in here. Let's see how this works. Hear any audio? Do you hear any audio, Harriet?
No.
Excellent. Anyway, here Gates is basically talking about the DoD bill. He wants to exclude funding for the Ukraine war. And then he had a few different, they're debating about it on the floor, right? So they have a few different people come up and make their points against him. One representative, one idiot from, let me see where they're from so we can really talk smack about them. Okay, it doesn't show any of their arguments. Excellent. But anyway, one representative says that apparently in this Department of Defense bill that that they fund yearly, they were saying that we always give Ukraine money, like 100, like 300 million, 100 million, whatever.
Oh my God.
And he was like, well, if if that's your argument, we've already given them hundreds of billions. So by your argument, we don't need to put any more money in this bill for them. And then another argument was somebody else made was in order we need to give them money so that they can win the war or for the war effort. And he's like, well, we're only giving them 100 million. We've given them hundreds of billions. Is anybody's argument that this 100 million is going to kick down the door on the Russians and help them win the war? Is anybody even saying that any of that is possible at all and that this money is going to make that difference? And no one had anything to say. It's like the arguments are so weak for, and I know we spoke about this yesterday, so all of our listeners, they may get a little bit tired about this. I know all of them are listening. Matt Gaetz is probably listening. I know you're out there, but yeah, the arguments are so weak to send this money, and it's so obvious that the people in Congress are incompetent and clearly involved in money laundering, and at least somebody is doing something. I know Rand Paul in the Senate we talked about yesterday is going to try to hold things up. Matt Gaetz is trying to push this amendment to the bill or to the fund, to funding, whatever. So hopefully,
I mean,
hopefully the good guys
we,
keep on fighting.
yeah, no kidding. We literally know for a fact that Ukraine is one of the most corrupt countries in the world, has one of the most corrupt governments in the world. And I just don't understand how we're even giving money to them at this point and continuing to give money to them because okay fine whatever the money that's been given has been given but at this point it's like why are we giving any more money to them and yeah they say for the war effort but like what does the war have to do with us to begin with so why are we even helping fund the war effort and I heard I don't remember who was reporting on it but somebody was reporting on it saying that actually they've been telling us that our money, our taxpayer money, has been going towards the military over there. But somebody just did an article or some sort of um, explanation on where our money is actually going. And apparently, it's funding a lot more now than just the military effort. Apparently, it's funding like people's the
Pensions, I heard.
economy, yeah, pensions, the economy over there, like it's helping keep their economy alive and helping first responders or something like that pay their salary. And it's like,
Yeah.
what what is happening now? What's going on here? I thought it was for the military. Now we're basically keeping their country going, basically keeping their economy going. What stake do we even have in this war?
Yeah. Keeping it,
Ridiculous.
keeping it, keep. Yeah. I mean, it's not even keeping them safe really, because so many casualties. They're not winning.
If we're not keeping them safe, we're doing the opposite by keeping them in this war, because if we hadn't been helping them, the war would have probably been over already.
Yeah.
And what would have been done would have been done. But
Yep.
now, with us playing this huge financial role, we're continuing this war for who knows how long. More people are going to get killed on both sides. And, I fail to see how this even has anything to do with us.
Yeah. And then if the goal is to win the war, what do you think happens if Ukraine pushes into Russia and then we start playing nuclear kickball?
Yeah, but
Even if these idiots get their result, they lose anyway, and all that money you're laundering you can't even use because you're a radioactive sludge.
exactly. And I mean, Russia's going to get mad with us. And then what are we going to do in that situation? Because we're getting involved in someone else's war. And we know that Russia has nuclear capability, and we're going to push them to the point where maybe they'll use that on us. And then what's going to happen? But of course, this administration doesn't care at all about this country or its people. So
Yep.
I'm sure Biden and his family will be safe in some bunker somewhere.
He doesn't even know where he's at. Hunter's over there doing coke in the White House. Jill, who's not a doctor, is a doctor somewhere doing who knows what.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of fun there. So the next story that I ran across today was about good old Mike Bloomberg on Patriots.win. That you could read the headline there, but kill American xenophobia by importing more migrants. There's so many dumb things that I could say about that. It has never been about xenophobia. Number one, hey, let's just do it the legal way. Apply for a visa, citizenship, wait in line like everybody else does. So many people are waiting in line and complain like, "Hey, it's taking forever for me to even get my visa, my green card, my citizenship." They're paying all these lawyers, and you get these people. So yeah, maybe their life is hard, sure. Just cutting the line. And I heard in New York City they're emptying out. Everyone's talking about how they're running out of space to the migrants, blah blah blah. And apparently they're going to impose like a 60-day thing where you have will provide shelter for you for 60 days and then you're out. And I even heard today that they booted people in a senior home. So they booted seniors out onto the street, sticking migrants.
Oh my God, that is horrific.
Yeah, and so
And
they had
also,
the guy they had was like a Korean War veteran who's just there on the getting interviewed from the street. I was like, what the fuck? It is an old man who served our country and did his job.
golly, that is ridiculous. That is so
Just
sad and pathetic.
it rustles my jimmies to say the least.
It really does. And then to hear the mayor of New York basically crying and complaining, saying that, oh, these Republican states don't care, Texas and Florida, they don't care about us, and what they're doing is wrong by sending all these immigrants over here. And it's like, oh, okay, so we don't care. That's why we've been screaming and yelling for years now that we need to secure the border so that we don't have so many immigrants coming in. But they didn't care when it was us, suffering, or the border towns suffering, which
Yeah.
have been suffering for years and years and years. And then now it comes to their city and it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, you don't care about us. Oh, this is not right. How is it not right? This is exactly what you wanted to happen to the border towns. This is exactly what you wanted to happen to the border states. and this is what has been happening for years, and they've been crime riddled because of these lack of immigration policies, and now it's happening to them, and oh well, do I feel bad for them? Not at all, because they voted for that. So there you go.
And it's classic liberal socialist uh, dumbness. Uh,
Oh,
I want something, but I don't want to pay for it.
and I
And
want
then and then
something,
there's
but I don't want it to happen to me. I want it
yeah,
only to happen to you, where it's way out of
when
my
when it's
view.
outside my gated community in my city.
Exactly. Same thing with
And
gun
the other
control.
thing with everybody wants to do all these handouts. It's like, well, let's do the handouts, but let's just have the people that want to give away their money give away their money.
Exactly.
But nobody does that. You don't see the Democrats in the Senate and the House forking over their money, their
Yep.
personal money to make any of these changes. It's all the taxpayer, the people that don't have a say, apparently.
Same thing with gun control. Oh, we want, stricter gun laws. We don't want any private citizens to have guns. Oh, except for my security guard that keeps me safe 24/7, and my security team. That I want them to have guns, but you guys can't have guns to protect yourselves. Same thing with abortion. Oh, we need to force vaccines on everybody. Oh, but when it comes to killing my baby, oh, I should have that choice. It's like, oh my God. It's always for you, but not for me.
Yep, you got that right. This young man is harassing Rosita. I think she nipped him a little bit. And he was like, ah. So yeah, more idiots talking about dumb things. So another speaking of that, so everybody knows Trump is getting sued left and right a million different ways so that he can't run for president because he's gonna win for the third time. So on one of his court cases, he has to list his value, and now a judge is saying that his value was very overreported. Oh yeah, the value because he needed some loans for some businesses. He got them. He paid them back on time with the interest, usual Trump fashion. And apparently, he was able to get these loans because he leveraged his net worth and his brand. So a judge is saying now that something was illegal about that because you overreported your net worth, and then they cite that his Mar-a-Lago estate was worth only $18 million, not whatever they listed it at in
Okay.
the document. So somebody on the Patriots shows what an $18 million property in Palm Beach looks like, which this is definitely a lot smaller than Mar-a-Lago. And then somebody else on Twitter hashtag kind of Koa the Great shows a map that shows a 0.89 acre property for 37 million, a point 0.4 for 23, a point 0.3 for 25 million, a point 0.2 acre for almost 19 million, and then Mar-a-Lago 20 acres for only 18 million.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
don't know who these
yo,
people think they're fooling. It's ridiculous. I mean, Mar-a-Lago is like basically a freaking hotel. Like, and you're telling me that that's only 18 million?
yeah, it's got a. I think
Okay.
there's golf courses. Is there a golf course there too, or something? I don't know, but it's ridiculous.
Yeah, please.
And I think Don Jr. was saying that it's probably closer to being $1 billion, $1 billion property.
That would make more sense.
One of the most expensive
Es-
residential properties in the country.
Right on the coast in Florida. I mean, yeah, come on. 18
Prime
million,
time real
really?
estate, yeah.
Whatever.
So yeah, that's just a laughable. Anything they're just throwing what are they saying? Throwing mud at the wall, throwing everything at the wall and hoping something sticks. But
Hoping
don't they
anything
know it's
sticks. And
Teflon Don?
that just shows you how not corrupt he is. Just because they have if they would have if there was something on him, something really juicy, some skeleton in his closet, they would have found it by now because they've got every, FBI, CIA, the IRS, everybody investigating this guy 24/7 around the clock, and they've come up with basically nothing. Basically nothing. Like they're grasping at straws, and that just goes to show like if anybody's not corrupt, it's Donnie T.
Yep, you got that right. They have left no stone unturned, and it's everybody knows they can't really say more about it because if you still think there's some sort of corruption going on, it's like it's statistically impossible that they have found nothing on him if he was corrupt by now. The amount of
Exactly.
money, the amount of hours, because these investigations, it's not just an investigation of like a couple guys. It's entire law firms, entire legions of law clerks and aides and everybody working tons of hours and nothing.
Yeah.
But yep, I think that's about all we have today, folks. Do you have any closing remarks, Harry Tubman? How's the Underground Railroad going? Are
Mm.
you saving any liberals and bringing them back to the free world?
Oh, that is impossible. It feels like
They keep jumping off the train and running back.
that's right. They keep begging to go back to their masters.
They have Stockholm syndrome.
Yep. They love they love to be just totally crippled by being dependent on the government. It is quite pathetic.
Yep, it
But
is
maybe one
pathetic
day.
and sad. Yeah, slowly but surely. We'll see. Anyway, everybody, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed episode 2, and you come back on Friday for episode 3. At least we're supposed to put it out on Friday. We'll see exactly when it actually happens. All right. Take care, y'all. Just